welcome to Live Garden. In this video, I'm going to be harvesting all of my superhot chilies from all of the plants from inside my greenhouse. I have quite a lot of plants that have been growing inside the greenhouse. These plants were transplanted late spring, and I've kept them going and growing over the last few months, taking care and doing regular maintenance like feeding and watering. They have done really well compared to my in-ground chili plants, and now is the time to do the final harvest. I've done several smaller harvests throughout the seasons, but this will be the final harvest of this year. So without further ado, let's get going. All right, I've got my first spa chili plants out of the greenhouse now, and this variety in front of me is the 7-pot Chargill Yellow. This chili plant has been doing really well. As you can see, it's covered with the pods that are ripening. So yeah, let's harvest them. That's the amount of pod that I've harvested from just one chili plants. And as I said, this is a 7-pot Chargill Yellow variety, but it's coming out as the tray coming out as red. This chili plant here is not a super hot; it's a fatally brown. It does produces very flavorful chili pods. I wanted to try this variety for the first time, and it did produce very nice and very flavorful pod that I'm going to harvest now. The color of the pods are black, as you can see in here. Let's just show you the, the, the pods in here, and again, it's just covered with pods. So this variety here is 7-pot yellow. Have been producing quite a lot of pods that I've already harvested. There are still some green ones and some of the ripe ones remaining. So 7-pot yellow. Wow, look at the pods, guys. These pods are huge and very gnarly looking. So, and you can see from the tail that these are going to be very hot and flavorful. So yeah, let's put this in the basket. So this chili plants here is just loaded with pods, and this variety is Trinidad Scorpion Yellow. And look at the amount of pods in these plants. This variety here is the Naga White, and it is a very high producer um, variety. And every year, when I grow this variety, it just keeps on producing pods, and it's just loaded every time. It's just loaded with pods. The pod sizes are a little bit smaller than your regular super hot chili varieties, but the flavor is really nice. This chili plant here is another one of my super hot chili variety. This is a Carolina Reaper red chili variety, and again, this is one of my regular super hot chili variety that I grow every year because this is very hot. And yeah, we've done several harvests as I've mentioned previously, but this still have some pods remaining that we can harvest now. So that was the Carolina Reaper red, and I've been keeping this one, these pods in this plant for seed. So hopefully I should be able to harvest some seed and grow some more plants for next year. So I'm gonna keep that aside. So this chili variety here is one of my favorite for this year. This is Big Black Mama chili variety, and this is very hot, guys. If you look at the pod, it produces massive big pods compared to other chili variety, but the heat in these pods are really high, and the flavor is so good. Look at the size of this plant, is just took off in the greenhouse. I've kept several pods in here to collect seeds from, so hopefully I can grow this same variety next year because I've been really impressed with this variety. So here you go, look at the size of these pods. These are massive. From the texture in the pods, you can tell that this is going to be very spicy, very hot. I think somewhere between 2 million Scoville unit. If you want to check the heat level of each of these variety, go and check out my previous video where I explain the level of heat that you can expect from different super chili variety plants. This chili variety here is called Podzilla. The heat level is a little bit lower for this chili type. We have harvested and we've tried several pods where we've seen the still is a decent heat and the flavor is nice. I actually transplanted this plant very late, so that's therefore I didn't get to harvest many ripe pods. Nonetheless, the plant is producing quite a large amount of pods that we can harvest. Some of them are still yet to ripen. This plant here is Trinidad Scorpion Red. I've grown Trinidad Scorpion Red before in previous years, but the pods, the size of the pods that this plant is producing is a little bit larger than what I've seen in previous years. Again, this plant is covered with the pods. Some of them are just only started to ripen and turning red, but I'm going to harvest all of the green pods anyway because, as I said, I want to clear the greenhouse. This chili plant here is another Carolina Reaper Red that I grow every year. This variety is officially the hottest chili variety in the world. This is very, very hot, and the production of pods on this variety is actually quite high as well. So I grow Carolina Reaper Red and sometimes Carolina Reaper chocolate color variety chili super hot chili plants every year. Look at these pods. These are Carolina Reaper Red, and you can tell by the tail that this is gonna be one hot pod. So this chili plant here is the 7-pod Barkpur Yellow. If I was to choose one variety this year as my favorite, this would be the one. Look at the pods, the texture and color of the pods that it is producing. The pods are so fragrant and so spicy. It's just unbelievable. I'm definitely going to be keeping seeds from this variety and will be growing it next year and the year after. So let's harvest these as well. This is 7-pod Barkpur Yellow, my favorite variety for 2023. So there you go. That's the harvest of super hot chilies for 2023 from my greenhouse. I still have quite a lot of super hot chili plants in ground that I can get some harvest, but not as much. You may be wondering, what do I do with these amount of super hot chilies? Every year I make chili sauce with all of my super hot chilies that I harvest at the end of the season. So I'm going to be doing exactly the same. I'm going to be making jars of organic homemade chili sauce that will last me the whole year next year, and also I can share with my family and friends. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.